They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. It's the first week, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. A big play there on the first play of the game. All of a sudden, they've got a first down in the red zone. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Jackson. Just keeping the play alive. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Newton flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Newton. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you said, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. For those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
They'll run with Dobbins. A loss of 2 there, second down. Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's Newton. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Newton now to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I don't know about about you, partner, but I just came out of my chair. Big-time run right there, and all of a sudden I realized...
Didn't reach the chains, did he?
How do you go that far? Create that type of an explosive play that'll be a check and a plus on every grade sheet and still not get a first down.
Yeah, they had put themselves in a bad spot, but a big gain, that helps. Just beating the play clock is Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
After the interception, here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman,
96 yards.
and the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. This is McCaffrey on the give.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Newton to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
On first down, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Eluding the pressure right. And he will find his man Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Newton. Flushed out right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Looking sideline, incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making a bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
To throw again is Jackson. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
This will be caught once again by Brown. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Tucker with the extra point. And a run is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check 26, check 26. Switch.
Now Newton. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. This will be caught by Brown. And all the way down to the 29. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Throwing is Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Again, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the round is on here in this first half. Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. He will return.
return this from deep in the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2nd and 5. To throw is Newton. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Prime. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Let's go, D.
On 2nd and 10, Newton will find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 23. Newton throwing again. And his pass is intercepted. And he coughed it up. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Off play action. Newton. Being chased out left. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the off.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 51 yards. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Tucker with the extra point. And that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
McCaffrey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw, Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, that is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman there to make the grab. And the Ravens are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will swell by one more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Newton. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 46. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Touchdown! Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 71 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Anthony Averett picks it, and the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And Jackson throwing once more. Going for it all. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
20.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker now for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. From the 35 on second down. Newton, that's going to be caught by Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
From the 50, Newton. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Newton. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to